this session is going to be relaxing and breathing and soaking up the sun and maybe a little bit of sunbathing. If you're at home, you're gonna have to imagine that you're sunbathing. But if you're here, I think this is the perfect weather. So let's start off with some gentle breathing practices. One hand on the heart, one hand on the belly. You can lie down if you want as well for this. It doesn't have to be sitting up. It just makes it harder for you to see me, but like I'll try and communicate. Tuning into the breath. Tuning into what you can hear. Thank you, birds. Tuning into what you can smell. What you can touch and feel. Slowing the inhale and slowing down the exhale as well. If you're outdoors, tuning into all the variety of different sensations that are coming across you. And if you're indoors, then there's going to be fewer sensations, but you can still be tuning into things. Maybe a sound of birds outside, a ticking clock, a pet in another room, maybe in the room you're in. Feeling with every in-breath, the sensations becoming more vivid, more bright. And with every exhale, feel for drawing in that feelings towards yourself. Letting the hands fall away from the body, maybe coming onto the knees or lying next to you, hands next to you if you're lying down. Seeing what the breath does without this touch focus on it. Get into some movement, shall we? Let's do some. If you're lying down, time to sit up slowly and gently. Ants really like black mats. I'm not entirely sure. I'm paid. Right. Side bends. Let's get. You can sit cross-legged if cross-legged is better for you, or you can have a block underneath your hips or something if you know any of these moves don't work well for you. Otherwise, let's have one left leg straight, right heel to the groin like this. And if you're doing this position, get yourself so your hips are somewhat even. Might be a little bit tricky. If you feel like this leg doesn't want to straighten out and it's got a little bit of a void in there that you can put in, you can always put a blanket or something in there because that will help dramatically. Inhale, sweep the arms up. Left hand comes down, right hand comes up and over. And really feel like you're reaching with this top hand. If you go to one leg straight, feel for spreading the toes. Drop the shoulder down here so that you've got room for your neck to move into. And relax the face and the neck and the jaw. Actually, so much my glasses are falling off. Take a big breath in, a huge breath in. Lift the front of the chest up. And relax the shoulders on the exhale. Chest opener. The only thing that's going to change is this up here. We're going to move that up to here. Maybe make a fist. Big breath in. Lengthen the arm out. Exhale, bring the arm back. Third arm position, neck release. This hand here comes down, 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 down. Good morning. Pick the hand up off the floor, put it underneath your head. Lift your head up to the middle. Let's swap. Whatever you're doing with your legs on one side, do the other way. If you're feeling like you're rolling downhill, this is probably the time to do something about it. I'm not going to do something about it because it's fun to roll down hills, but get yourself in this position again. If this leg doesn't feel like it wants to stretch out completely, put something underneath that. Inhale, arms come up again. Right hand down this time, left hand reaches up and over. Huge breath in, feel for expanding through the belly, dropping the shoulders down. Second arm position, chest open, the top hand moves, make a fist with it, big breath into the fist, exhale, bring it back. Third arm position, neck release, bring that hand down, 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 down. Pick the hand off the floor, underneath the head, lift that up. Oh, give your legs a little bit of a shake. Oh. Shavasana. No, not yet. Forward bend in Baddha Konasana. So Baddha Konasana, soles of feet together. I think that's Sanskrit for butterfly, Baddha Konasana. Or you can have your legs crossed if that feels more comfortable. If you're finding this position, you kind of want to play with it, but you're feeling like it's a little bit tight in the hips or in the knees, move your feet a little bit further apart, further forward, and just have the heels touching. We're going to do a forward bend in Baddha Konasana. So inhale, up. Exhale, reach with the chest forward and bring the chest towards the feet. So imagine that your chest is coming down towards your feet. We'll stay here for a few breaths. soaking up whatever feelings, sensations. See if the belly wants to soften a little bit more. Inhale, very slowly come up. Bring your legs together. Give them a shake. Hey, how's everybody feeling? Is it time for Shavasana yet? Not yet. Easy pigeon. There's a way of doing easy pigeon. Bring your heels down on the floor, knees up towards the ceiling. If you feel like you need your hands behind your back for that, you can do it or not. Then take both knees and then flip them over to the right so that your foot and your knee are together. Call pigeon 90-90 or easy pigeon. Then, see this little, you might have this sit bone up where this leg is here, is like coming up off the ground. Well, it always does. Try and bring it to the floor. So you got both your sit bones down on the floor. It's tough, isn't it? Then we're going to stay here for a few breaths. Inhale, lift the arms up. Exhale, bring the arms out to the side. Tightness in the hip. Better to just give it some time to release. If it's too painful, move, come out of it, of course, but otherwise, inhale, arms up again. Exhale, arms forward this time. So we're coming forwards. Inhale, arms up again. Turn your chest towards this knee. So turning it towards the knee, and then bring your hands down on the floor. Lean in forwards here. So it's very easy pigeon. Inhale, up you come. Let's do those three again. So we're going to do those three again. Inhale, arms up. Exhale, arms to the side. Wind is lovely. Inhale, arms up again. Exhale, arms forward. Pulls you forwards a little bit. Changes your center of balance. Probably feeling it in the hip a little bit more. Inhale, arms up. Turn the chest towards this knee, and then exhale, come down. Inhale, up you come. Bring your knees up. Give them a shake. We're going to go the other way this time. So heels on the floor, knees both go over to the other direction. This is where you really feel like your hips are not. Oh, I'm hating this. There we go. Try and get this sit bone down onto the floor. Notice how I'm having trouble with this today. That's okay. Inhale, arms come up. Exhale, arms to the side. Always be working on pushing this sit bone down. Inhale, sweep the arms up. Exhale, arms come forward. Inhale, arms up. Turn your chest towards this knee and then come down into a pigeon type thing over this knee. Inhale, slowly come up. Let's do those 3 again. So inhale, arms come up. Exhale, arms to the side. Inhale, arms up. Exhale, arms forwards. And last one, inhale, arms up. And turn your chest towards the knee and come down, exhale. And come up. Give your legs a shake. Got to be time for Shavasana. No, it isn't. Dragonfly twist. I'm going to show dragonfly twist before I do it because trying to explain it sometimes kind of looks a bit weird. And we're going to do it both ways. So it's better if I show it first. I'm going to lie my back, cross one ankle over the thigh like this. Stage 1 of this to bring this foot down onto the floor here, like this. And you can have your arms out to the side or whatever. Stage 2 is to come over in the opposite direction, like this. Same thing. And then we'll swap over and do the other side. So let's play with dragonfly twist. Lying down on the back. I'm going to forget you. No, I must not forget yoga. Ankle over the thigh. Find the sole of your foot. Twist the hips so the foot comes down to the floor. Organize your arms wherever they feel sort of good. Some people like to have them out to the side. They feel like they get an amazing sort of chest opening feel here. Other people like them in somewhere where it feels more comfortable. Maybe even bring both hands onto the side ribs, wherever feels good. If you're outside, let this feeling of the warmth of the sun and the cooling breeze feel like you're kind of letting that tension inside you melt. If you're at home, imagine that there's like sun on you and you're melting a little bit, softening a little bit like butter. I have somebody once described it to me as. Remember what we did with these legs in this direction? We're going to swing the legs, so we're going in the opposite direction now. You might want to adjust your arms. You might want to kind of adjust your legs a little bit. So breath into any area that feels like it's tense or tight or holding or gripping or just needs a little bit of attention. Unhook the ankle from over the thigh. Bring your legs to the middle. Maybe swing your knees from side to side a little bit just to loosen up the spine, loosen up the hips. What we did on one side, we're going to do on the other. So whatever ankle you had over the thigh before, put the other one over the thigh. Find the sole of your foot. Swing the hips over so the sole of the foot comes down onto the floor. Go over to the other side. So swing the hips, swing the knees up and over onto the other side. Unhook the ankle from over the thigh, bring the knees to the middle, and give them a little bit of a shake. Maybe bring your knees in towards your chest, rock on your low back. It feels really good. Roll over onto your favorite side, or the side that kind of like doesn't have stuff on it. Enough to come. I'm slowly rolling in this direction. Wake up and realize I'm off the camera or something. Wrist stretches. I think these are kind of nice. Left hand comes out. Big breath in. Take hold of the little finger. Or this bit here. Sometimes this getting hold of the fleshy bit of the hand is good. Huge breath in. Exhale. Heel of hand goes forward. Let the shoulder drop down. Relax the face. Big breath in again. Take hold of this finger. Exhale. Heel of hand forward. Exhale out. Huge breath in. Take hold of this finger. Exhale. Heel of hand goes forward. Huge breath in. Next finger. Exhale. Huge breath in. Thumb. Bring the thumb back and exhale. Give the fingers a little bit of a wiggle. This side. Let's move on. Big breath in. Hold on to the little finger or this bit here. Exhale. Feel the hand forward. Big breath in. Next finger. Exhale. Relaxing the hand down. Another big breath in. Exhale. Heel the hand forward. Spread the thumb away from the little finger as far as you can. Big breath in again. And exhale. Thumb again. Big breath in. Exhale. Heel the hand forward. Give your hands a bit of a wiggle. Bring your fingers together and then interlace them. Boom. Have a look at how your thumbs are crossed at the top and then swap them over so they're in a weird way. They feel weird. And then what we're going to do is we're going to bring the hands up to here and make circles. Going in one direction. And going in the other direction. If you're hearing popping noises, it's probably from my wrists, but that's okay. They're going to be fine. It's quite normal, actually, especially in warm weather. Because warm weather usually means high pressure, and high pressure means nitrogen dissolves more into the blood, which means it gets into the joints more, which is why they pop more when it's warmer. Then bring them back to the normal position and kind of go, ah, that feels much better. And do the same thing, circles in one direction. And then circles in the other direction. And then let them go. Come back for a few breaths of relaxation. Let's do some seated poses that normally we do standing up, but doing them seated has two things. Number one, it's more relaxing. So you can go, don't have to use the legs. Number two, taking the legs out of the equation sometimes means that we feel it more in the kind of upper body and in those areas where we feel, maybe there's more tension and we're compensating in the lower body more. So get yourself comfortable, maybe change the cross of your legs, maybe change the way your legs are crossed. It doesn't really matter how your legs are. We're going to go through archer, we're going to do some eagle, and then we might kind of go into ostrich. I'll explain them as we're going along. So find your left hand, reach up. Bend the elbow, bring the hand onto the back here. Option number one is you can bring this hand onto here, or bring this arm behind and see if you can wave at your hands, or maybe they'll join, maybe they won't. Inhale and lift the front of the chest up. Exhale, relax the shoulders. Maybe squeeze the shoulders together a little bit. Big breath in, long breath out. Inhale, come out of that. Bring your arms out to the side like you're doing warrior two. Huge breath in. Long breath out. Eagle. Arms come in front. Cross the left over the right. And then bring your hands together. Or if your hands don't want to kind of like, they're flopping and they're not going to reach, you can bring them onto the shoulders as well. Kind of does a similar thing. Inhale, lift the elbows up, and exhale, drop the shoulders down. Ostrich from this is keeping your hands in whatever position they're in and coming into a forward bend. So you come forward, so you look like an ostrich. I don't know if you look like an ostrich. I don't look like an ostrich, but they called it ostrich. Inhale, up again. Arms out to the side. Let's do kite hawk arms. Big breath in, and then turn the chest up. Shoulder blades come down. Exhale. Shoulder blades come up, come forward. Inhale. And exhale. Inhale. So go doing this a few more times. And then rest your arms. Seated twist. Right hand onto your left knee. Left hand goes behind, turning to the left. Or to the right. Doesn't, you know what, if you're like in the wrong direction, doesn't matter. I'm sort of mirroring here like I'm in the mirror, but I might be getting it wrong too. Inhale, lift the chest up. Relax the belly. See if you can come a little bit deeper into this twist. Back to the middle. Take some breaths. Let's see if we can remember what we did on the other side. This time, right arm comes up. Archer, so bend the elbow, pat yourself on the back. So you can either bring this hand up here, bring it to the middle, or bring the hand behind you. And see if they'll join or wave at one another or whatever they want to do. Huge breath in. Lift the chest up. Exhale, drop the shoulders down. Come out of that. Spread your arms to the side like a warrior two while you're sitting. Eagle. So this one, elbows come up the front. Right comes over left. Join the hands together if they will. Big breath in and lift the shoulders up. Lift the chest up and then relax the shoulder blades down. Ostrich from here is a forward bend. Maybe keeping your hands attached if you can, maybe not. Inhale, come up. Unfurl out of that one. Into kite hawk arms. The arms come out to the side. Big breath in. Lift the chest up. And then exhale. Coming forwards. Inhale. And exhale. And then come back into an easy position for a couple of breaths. What do we finish on? We finished on a twist, didn't we? So left hand, right knee, right hand goes behind, turning to the right or to the left if you kind of like did the other side before. Inhale, come to the middle. Give your legs a little bit of a stretch, a wiggle. Let's do some lunge position moves. I don't even know what I'm saying. It's like I'm so relaxed, I don't even know what I'm saying. Come into a kneeling position. I don't even know what I'm saying. It's like my words have gone. Bring your right knee forward so the right one comes forward and come into a lunge. Back toes can be like, you can be on the toes like I'm here, or you can be like this. Pick which one doesn't feel like it was going to give you a cramp. That's the best one. Bring the hands onto the thigh. Inhale, lift the chest up. And let's play with this rocking motion here. If you're feeling like this bit here feels really tight, what you can do is you can drop the chin down onto the chest and see if that makes it a little bit better. If it makes it better, what's actually tight is the nerve. Rocking back and forth gently. Easy twisting lunge. So you're going to bring the opposite hand to this knee onto the outside of this leg, and then this arm comes out to the side. If you're following me here, then it's the left hand on the right thigh. This arm here feels uncomfortable, you can bring this down to here, or if it just doesn't feel good anyway, you can bring it onto here. Doesn't really matter. Easy twisting lunge. Come back to the front, left hand down on the floor, right hand up to the sky. Again, if this arm up in the sky thing feels, you can bring that down here or onto here. Main Coon from here. So this top hand comes down onto the floor. So you got both hands on the floor and one foot out in front. If you're feeling like this, you're coming onto the side of this foot, take this foot out to the side a little bit further so you can bring it flat onto the floor. Inhale, come back up. Rocking lunge. See this front foot here, I want you to bring it forwards a little bit. So it's maybe you're kind of like about 1 foot width forward like that. A little bit further forward. On an inhale, you're going to come forward. And on an exhale, you're going to come back and this leg's going to straighten. Inhale, forwards. Exhale, come back. This leg straightens out. Cramp. You could do a little movement if it feels better, just doing a little bit of a rock. So you're not coming onto this, straightening it out if it feels better not to do that. Couple more breaths, keeping it as easy or as sort of intense as you want to do it. Child's pose. I like the wide knee version where your knees are as wide as your mat and your heels are on the floor and you sink your hips down and then bring your chest forwards. And then you sort of relax here. Slowly come up out of that. Slowly. Go do the other side now. So whatever leg you had out in front before, you have the other one out now. So for me, it's left. Hands on the thigh here. Again, with this back foot, you can kind of like be like this or like that, depending on what feels better. Inhale, rock forward slowly. Exhale, rock back slightly. Just doing a little bit of rocking here. If this feels tight here, you can drop the chin down onto the chest. See if that releases this area a little bit. Easy, easy twisting lunge. Right hand onto the left knee. Left hand goes out to the side, or you can point it down, or you can have it on the hip, whichever one feels best. Easy twisting lunge, coming back to the front. Right hand on the floor, left hand comes up. Main Coon cat stretch. This hand comes down, both hands on the floor. Inhale, up we come. That rocking lunge. So his front foot comes forward about a foot length. So it's about, yeah. Inhale, we go forward. Exhale, go back. This leg straightens. Or keep it kind of bent if it feels like it might kind of get into a cramp. Hot weather kind of makes cramps worse because it upsets our salt balance. Child's pose. Wide knees again, so knees as wide as a mat. Feet together. Sink the hips down. Chest comes forward. Slowly come up out of that. Ugh. Let's do a lying down twist before we get into Shavasana. I'm going to show you a little thing with lying down twists so that it makes the twist a little bit easier. I'll show it to you first so that you can kind of like it sinks in and it makes more sense than me describing it, and we can all go into it. Yeah. So with a lying down twist, what you really want to do is you want to lift your hips up and then swing them to one side and bring them down, and then swing the hips over to the opposite side. It's a lot easier than if you keep your spine straight. Putting a little bit of pre-curve into the spine makes it a lot safer and a lot easier in the spine. So I'll be guiding that. So what you do is you lift your hips up about a few inches off the floor, swing it to the side, bring them down, and then the knees go over to the opposite side. Don't take them over to the opposite side that you swung them on, because that'll feel really weird. Okie dokie. Let's do it. Feet on the floor, feel your feet, feel how warm the mat is. Big breath in, lift the hips up. You only need to lift them up an inch. Swing them to the right, 2 or 3 inches, and then bring the hips down, and then the knees go over to the left. Feels like a lot of complicated kind of like movements there, but it is a little bit that. Arms can be wherever you feel good. Feel for taking long breaths in where you're softening the body. Long breaths out where you feel like you're sinking into the ground a little bit deeper. Bring your knees back to the middle. Give your legs a bit of a shake. Then we're going to do the same thing on the other side. So hips come up, swing them to the right this time. 2 or 3 inches, bring them down. Knees go over to the opposite direction to the left. So. Come back to the middle. And this is where you get to come into Shavasana, whatever version of Shavasana you want to do. Lying on your front, lying on your back, lying on your side, legs up on a chair. There's loads of chairs here and seats here. Whatever. You can also sit up. Whatever feels comfortable, whatever feels like lets you absorb whatever's going on, the sun, the thoughts, the feelings, the sensations, all the good stuff. Shavasana. Start to deepen your breathing. Trying to move slowly. Maybe fingertips and the toes, the hands and the feet, arms and legs. Rolling onto your favorite side. That's if you're on your back. If you want to get up, you can kind of lie down for as long as you want, really. Everybody's looking all chilled. It's nice. Thank you very much. It's been absolute fun to teach these outdoor sessions, and I've had a lot of fun. It's been nice to see faces I've seen before, new faces. Yeah, it's been cool. It's been also cool to share these places with people on Zoom. Not everybody can make it all these different places. It's been fantastic. Lovely to see you all. Take care of yourselves. Have a good weekend.